Live on the Captain's Log, Dr. Dollar, back again, buddy.
Captain, how are you doing,
10
buddy?
foods we can't eat. I think 10 foods are going to kill us, or we just can't eat them?
We can't eat them.
Nothing.
No. This podcast and everything you do here, it's with common sense. After all, we want to have fun too. And we want to talk about, what you shouldn't be eating, or at least what you should minimize.
Right.
So
we can't live on Reese's peanut butter cups.
No, not completely, but from time to time, if you have a bite here and a bite there, a bite of M&M, that's not going to kill you. If you have M&M every day, that's not good for you.
How many M&Ms? How many M&Ms
count.
are we
you have to
talking
count them. You have to count them. And the first one tastes the same as the second one.
I live on the edge. I like to live on the edge, buddy.
One M&M. One M&M for you.
Damn it.
So, Captain Brian, I made a list of 10 things, and you and I will discuss those 10, and we'll see. Number one on the list is soft drinks, okay? So, soft drinks, energy drinks, all the stuff that
the high fructose corn syrup's killing us.
Absolutely. So even when we were talking about diet drinks, Diet Coke, Diet Pepsi, Diet Sprite, all these drinks, they do increase your insulin level. So when you drink a non-Diet Coke, for example, you know how many teaspoons of sugar in a Diet Coke, in a can of Diet Coke? Guess.
It's some outrageous amount.
Yes.
I can't remember. Is it 30?
10. So 10 is a lot. Just think about it. You take a glass of coffee, a cup of coffee,
10
sugar in it. Oh my
coffee.
God, in your coffee. That's amazing. That's
ridiculous.
How much. It's ridiculous. So if you have, and a lot of my patients say, nah, doc, I just have one can a day. You hear that a lot. I don't have a 6-pack. I have a 1 can a day. If you have 1 can a day, that's equivalent every year of eating 15 pounds of sugar.
Wow.
15 pounds of sugar. So that's significant.
That's why the soda industry is really in the tank right now. Nobody wants to do it. People are afraid. They're running away. 15% a year it's going down.
I understand in the US. So everything in the US, things like cigarettes going down in the US, but overall globally, they're still doing well.
Yes.
So globally, when you look at China, when you look at Russia, when you look at Europe, when you look at all these countries, they are doing well. Same with cigarettes. I mean, you go to Europe and everybody's smoking cigarettes as if it was 1970.
I know.
It's like bad. So
even the comedian mentioned last week that everybody in this town still smokes. I'm like, no, I never see anybody. He goes, compared to LA, man, everybody smokes here. He's like, if I see 2 people,
that's right.
That's 2 more than I see out in LA.
That's right. Right.
Yeah.
So it's all different. So let's go back to soda. So diet soda, regular soda, really, really bad for you. Why diet soda is bad for you? Because of all the chemicals you have inside, and your insulin level goes up. Your body does not know the difference between artificial sweetener to regular sweetener to sugar.
That's bullshit.
Your insulin will go up automatically when you have a Diet Coke or when you have a Coke. And don't forget, when you have a Diet Coke as well as a Coke, your body will all of a sudden, because of that 10 teaspoons of sugar, anything else that you eat after that will not taste sugary enough, will sweet enough. Correct.
Of course.
Because you got used to, your body got, your taste buds got used to that
so
sweetness.
if I drink, first of all, I hate carbonation, so I don't even drink seltzer water.
Sure.
Nothing like that. I just drink water and iced tea and sometimes lemonade. That's about it.
Sure.
But the thing is that if somebody's drinking a Diet Coke, there's nothing better than drinking regular.
No. So a lot of people say, well, regular Coke is better than Diet Coke. Diet Coke is bad for you. Diet Pepsi is bad. And again, we are not here to bash any specific company.
Yeah, they're not sponsoring
us.
If you guys want to write
a check. No,
but
RC, we're against RC as well. Whoever drinks RC, we're against that too. So I want you to know, this is not, we don't own any shares in any of
Absolutely
those.
Not.
It's not, this is scientific podcast.
Yeah.
So as a scientific podcast, all soda, with no exceptions, are bad for you. Okay.
What about the ones that have like the Mexican Coca-Cola in the glass bottle?
It's better for you.
It's better.
But it's not good for you.
It's not great.
It's not good for you. So there's still a lot of sugar in it. There's still a lot of, it's still increased. So why are we talking, a lot of doctors talk about empty calorie. What does that mean, empty calorie? So Captain Brian, if you go and you have a burger and you have a Coke, your body, when you drink that Coke, does not know that you took in 200 calories. Your body, on the other hand, if you have 2 apples, your body feels full and you feel like you're not hungry anymore.
Right.
You drank a can of soda and your body did not know that you consume anything. So if you consume a 6-pack of Coke, your body took in 2,000 calories and your body doesn't understand that you ate 2,000 calories.
Right.
You took in 2,000 calories. So these are empty calories.
Yeah, it does nothing for you.
That's completely not. And besides it, there's zero nutrients in it. Zero nutrients whatsoever.
And it takes the paint off your car.
Absolutely, it's a very good way to clean your car if you want to clean. So I know
Or
we
rust.
talked about teeth before the podcast and how horrible soda is for your teeth, specifically Coca-Cola and Pepsi-Cola and RC and all of those dark soda that will really take off the enamel. And enamel, you know, is the strongest thing on earth. The strongest thing on your body is enamel.
Wow.
So it will take off your enamel. So you definitely don't want to drink any dark soda or any soda whatsoever.
All right, so we know soda, that's a no-no.
Right.
Don't be drinking it.
So that's number one on the list.
Number
Number
one.
2 on the list are fruit juices. So a lot of people say, you know, I'm taking a fruit juice because it's high in vitamin C. I hear that all the time.
Like orange juice.
Orange juice, absolutely. I'm taking. So you know, in a glass of orange juice, there is almost as much or sometimes more sugar than in Coca-Cola, which is amazing. So it's significant. You get a sugar rush, your insulin goes up.
Yeah. That's right, because if you have low blood sugar, don't you take it and
absolutely,
drink it?
right? A little bit of orange juice, and that's good. They don't say drink a Coca-Cola.
That's right. They say orange
juice. Absolutely. High sugar level, number 1. Number 2 is...
I learned that in medical journals.
Of course,
you know,
of course. I know, that's
my
what
medical
you read.
training.
He never read Cosmopolitan or Self magazine. Those are the magazine he reads. New England Journal of Medicine.
Yeah, of course.
I know you're a subscriber.
I write a lot. I write a lot in public.
Of course.
Okay.
So when people tell me, you know, but I need a source of vitamin C, and this orange juice that I drink, it's written not from concentrate,
right.
or it said or it says something all natural. You know, you read that all natural, not from concentrate.
Yeah.
All these words are all fake.
They just
you are in
marketing.
the food industry. It's a marketing.
Of course.
Obviously, this is not all natural because some of it was pasteurized. Some of it had been in some container for 1 year.
That's right.
How can it be? The only time you can have an orange juice that you trust is when you squeeze it yourself.
Yeah.
You squeeze it yourself.
This is the move at the restaurant, the breakfast restaurant. Do you have fresh squeezed oranges? Yes, it's fresh squeezed. Not fresh squeezed. It says fresh squeezed on the carton.
That's right.
I don't want carton. I want it literally squeezed.
That's right.
I want to see it.
That's right. So all these things that are said freshly squeezed, they're not really freshly squeezed. All natural is not all natural.
When they say all natural, she says.
When they're talking about full of vitamin. Now, so these are the orange juice of sort and all this stuff. Now, if you're talking about the aisle, supermarket aisle, all this high C or all these fruit
What about
juices,
Gatorade?
So again, that's another topic that we want to talk about. All the Gatorade, unless you are a marathon runner, unless you are an Ironman. Are you an Ironman?
I mean, they say that. I've had
Copper, not iron. Yeah, so unless you're an Ironman, unless you are a marathon runner, that you are all of a sudden going to run in Florida and you're going to sweat like crazy and lose a lot of minerals, there's no need for you to take a Gatorade. I see all the time a lot of heavy, fat people drinking Gatorade as if they were marathon runners. Yeah. And again, marathon runners, I understand that because they need those electrolytes. They sweat a lot. Nice. But you don't sweat a lot. I mean, there's no reason for you to take any Gatorade. The worst things are all these fruit juice that says high C or all these, fruit juice for kids.
From concentrate.
Capri Sun.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse than that. There's really nothing worse than that.
That's just liquid sugar.
Liquid sugar and really and we give them to our kids. Just think about it. Capri Sun is designed to attract kids.
Yeah.
So the kids that have the Capri Sun, your body does not get any nutrients from that. It depletes you out of nutrients. And in addition, you all of a sudden your taste buds are used to this high sugar level. So your son, when you give him a pear or an apple, he says that does not taste good. I don't like it because he wants a Kit Kat bar.
Yeah, exactly.
He wants something sweet. So that's also very, very important, Captain Brian. So that was number 2 on our list. Number 3, a lot of people are going to be surprised, and I bet I'm going to get some comments from the audience here, is fat-free yogurt. Fat-free yogurt. So the word fat-free, in the last 20 years, a lot of food manufacturers, they like the word fat-free because people think it's healthy. That's a big misconception. There is nothing wrong with fat.
What's the difference between fat-free yogurt and regular yogurt?
Okay, so the moment you take the fat away, it tastes horrible. So what do? You add sugar. So you're adding sugar to make it. It's still fat-free, but there is a lot of sugar in it. So now it has no fat, which you need some fat. We had a whole podcast about, what your brain made out of. Your brain is made out of fat. There's nothing. Fat does not make you fat. Carbohydrates, refined sugar make you fat. And so those fat-free yogurt, we think, well, it's healthy. The Greeks, they live to be 100 and they eat yogurt. The yogurt the Greek eats is not the same as the yogurt you buy at Publix or Whole Foods or Fresh Market, wherever you shop for, or Walmart, wherever you shop for yogurt. That yogurt is pasteurized. That yogurt, and then we talk about probiotics. You heard about yogurt as probiotics. The moment you pasteurize the yogurt, it has really minimal, almost no probiotics.
Wow.
So if you want a real, and
we'll get to your question, Mandy. We will. I see it.
So there are certain yogurts that are real good yogurt. These are the stinky yogurts. These are the yogurts
the
without
Greek
any sugar. The real Greek yogurts.
Yeah.
So if you want to be 100, Captain Brian, I don't know if you want to be 100, but if you decide to be 100, and one day we're going to do a podcast about longevity.
In 80 years, I'll be 100.
What should we do in 80 years? In 90 years, I thought.
Yeah.
So one day we're going to do a podcast, and that's a whole podcast about longevity. What do we need to do to make it to a certain age? And
we'll do that.
We'll do that for sure.
I love that.
For sure. There's a specific
number 3 or 4?
Number 4. No, number 4. Number 4 is one of the worst food item you can ever have, and you should never ever have.
This is one that my parents think that they're healthy because they eat it every day.
Margarine. Margarine.
They literally think that they're doing their cholesterol amazing.
Mr. and Mrs. Spina, please, margarine is not a food item. There's no such a thing as margarine. It's made in a lab. It's fake.
Yeah.
It's the worst thing for you. Again, in the 60s and 70s, when everybody thought that butter was bad for you, so they came up with margarine. Oh, it tastes like butter. Tastes like butter? That's really not a food. That's really, really, really
it's
bad
chemicals.
for you. It's chemical. That it's a lot of trans fats in it. It's horrible. I consider it carcinogen. How bad it is. I think this is almost a carcinogen. So margarine, you should never have in your refrigerator margarine. There's no reason whatsoever to have any margarine.
All right, and Mandy said she has 1-year-old triplets.
Yeah.
Which congratulations, that's amazing. And she gives them apple juice diluted down, the 100% organic. She said.
So
she wants to know, is this bad?
My opinion is you can dilute that and make it less sugary. So when I was younger, I used to do that. And again, what you can do at a young age, you can do many things. But you want your kids to have the acquired taste for healthier food, and apple juice, unless it's something you squeeze yourself. The apple juice you buy in the store is sugar. You don't want that. It's garbage. So you really don't want that stuff.
And there you go. There's your answer.
Number 5 on the list.
Number 5.
Processed meat. We talked about that a few weeks ago on our podcast about processed meat.
Give me some ideas. Chicken tenders.
The chicken tender, all the stuff you buy at the deli at Publix.
Yeah.
So at the deli at Publix, all the stuff that is full of nitrates, it's full of bologna and salami, all this stuff. Absolutely.
Everything.
The way you say it, I love it. As if you were born in Italy. This guy was born in Massachusetts. I know that for a fact. I looked at the birth certificate, it says Massachusetts. But you would think because of the last name Spina, it's a Spina.
Right, exactly.
It's a Spina. So all this processed meat, absolutely really, really bad for you. The next one we're going to get a lot of people really, really upset with us is ice cream. So Captain Brian.
Damn, I love ice cream, but I had to stop. It was too much.
But ice cream, if you have good ice cream, there's nothing wrong with that. So the Italian, when they make gelato and everything else, it's healthy. Why? One, it's aired. It's really very fluffy. Number 2, they make it with real cream. They make it with real stuff.
Yeah.
They don't put processed stuff. They put real. So when you put, egg yolk, and when you put cream, and you put, there's nothing wrong with those items. But when you put processed stuff, so the ice cream
and actually, when I do buy ice cream, I buy those type of ice creams because all the other ice creams have soy in them.
Correct.
Why do they have soy in them? And there's no reason to put soy in there.
So no, it's the oil. So they need
the oil. Correct.
So
and it's the cheapest way to get the oil in.
Absolutely. Soy oil is very, very cheap. And what they do with that, so the soy oil is liquid. They have to make it solid. In order to make it solid, you have to transfer it to trans fat. And now it's written on it, no trans fat. But if there is half a gram of trans fat, nobody cares because you don't need to write it on the label. There is trans fat. So anytime there is oil, soy oil,
right,
it becomes trans fat.
Yep.
Just think about it, unless it's liquid. Yep. And soy in the US is a big issue. You and I, we talked about it. We should do a whole podcast about about the problem with soy.
We're getting all kinds of content coming our way now from just this food podcast today.
Absolutely. The next one also, we are going to get a lot of people not happy with us. Microwave popcorn.
Oh yeah.
Microwave popcorn. So microwave popcorn. The problem with microwave popcorn, and I have nothing against popcorn. I have a problem with microwave popcorn. So microwave popcorn, the bag itself is a carcinogen. The bag itself has literally carcinogen. So inside the bag, when you look at the inside of the bag, it has the same material as Teflon. When you take a piece of Teflon, you put it in the microwave, that's never good.
Yeah.
Those stuff go on your popcorn. In addition,
but what about, so is it specifically the way you microwave it because you're heating up that plastic?
Yes.
So what happens if you take a Ziploc bag and you steam vegetables in the microwave? Same thing?
Same idea with plastic. When you put plastic, I mean, you know, so the bag itself is a different type of bag. So the microwave popcorn has a lining inside.
Right, it has that weird, yeah.
That weird lining. And you know, again, you put a weird lining in the microwave with food in it. What are you doing to yourself?
Right.
I mean, why won't you shoot yourself in the head? It's going to be easier. I mean, you are trying to be healthy by eating popcorn, and then they put all this, you know, fake butter in it. The fake butter, I mean, it's fake butter. I mean, it's fake butter. It's not butter. It's disgusting. So you have that, all this stuff. You want popcorn? Buy a popcorn machine, make popcorn. Absolutely nothing wrong with popcorn.
Do it on the stove.
Do it on the stove. Absolutely, like the old days.
Yeah.
I mean, we used to do that all the time.
Right.
I mean, when we grew up, in Massachusetts. Before our time.
Yeah, like the Stone Ages. When
the cavemen, when we were cavemen. That's what we used to do.
Horse and buggy.
Absolutely, the horse and buggy.
Cool, yeah.
Absolutely.
A little too far back. Horse and buggy.
Next on the item is overall the fast food industry. So the fast food industry, I'm talking about every kind of fast food. What is fast food, Captain Brian? Fast food is highly processed, high in calories, and low in nutrients food. Okay?
Yeah.
So you're talking about the Taco Bell, the McDonald's, the Burger King, any one of these
What about
places.
when you get up to like the Five Guys burgers?
Better.
Much
better. I like Five Guys. I go to Five Guys.
We like them. All right.
We like them. We like them. It's less processed. The meat itself is fresh, not frozen. Yeah. It's fresh. The French fries are made right there. Yeah. They cut them. I do like Five Guys.
Right. When you get like the Waffle Fries and the fries that come out. They basically just take mashed potatoes, put a bunch of other chemicals and salt and pepper in them, and then squeeze them out of a grid, and they remake French fries.
That's right. And there is really no reason for that. Take a potato, take a potato and cut it, and so overall the fast food, and you know, in the last couple of years, I've seen a change in the fast food industry. I've seen more and more healthier food items in the fast food. They understand. Sure. McDonald's understood that for breakfast, oatmeal, you know, is an option. Let's give an
says
oatmeal.
Brian likes Five Guys. I love Five Guys, but I haven't had it now. Geez, it's been a while. I think probably 60 days. I need to get some. I'm like,
you need that. So
60 days, no Five Guys.
So overall, the fast food industry is moving in the right direction, I think. But we still are pushing, you know, all the soda on people, all the French fries, all this fake stuff. But they are moving into more fruit and vegetables, and they do put the calories and the content in each one of them. So again, those fast food have...
And number 9.
Number 9.
Wait till you hear number 10. You won't believe it.
You won't believe. Number 9, first of all, is things that a lot of athletes think it's healthy. Power bars. All the power bars. You know, let's make the Kind power bar and the Atkins power bar and you name it, the Cliff power bar. They have names of athletes. You feel like you're LeBron James.
Absolutely.
You eat the Cliff power bar. You feel like you're going to go on the mountain and you're going to.
What about the people that say, "Oh, I just had a power bar for lunch"?
Really, really bad for you. So it's high in sugar. No matter how you look at it, it's high in sugar. You have 15 grams of sugar in a power bar. Number 2 is highly processed. You understand that. There's no healthy stuff in it.
Right.
So it's highly processed, and it doesn't satisfy you. After you have a power bar, you feel like an hour or two later, the sugar goes up, and then it crashes down, and you feel hungry, and you are craving more sugar, more sweet stuff. So there's really, unless you are an amazing, I don't know, Michael Phelps, and even Michael Phelps really doesn't do that.
Yeah.
But
apparently smokes a lot of weed.
you know, and the munchies come with that. But I don't think he goes for power bar. I think the Cheetos.
Right.
It's mainly Cheetos. Yeah. But you know, whatever works for him. We don't judge on this podcast. Is completely we do judge.
We have fun. we have fun.
We judge everybody equally. So that's how we work here. So number 10, and that's the one that
this is the big one. Hit me with one, dog.
Cereals.
Oh my God.
I know that. So it's an American staple, and every kid, you have your cereal, and on the cereal box there is healthy and American Heart Association and whole wheat.
What about cornflakes?
And horrible for you.
Terrible.
Nothing worse than cornflakes.
Really?
Out of all this,
even Life. It's named after our Life.
Cheerios, cornflakes.
I do snack on Life.
All this stuff is horrible for you. Really, Captain Brian. When they say whole wheat in it, there's very little whole wheat, and it's refined whole wheat.
What about Grape Nuts?
I never had Grape Nuts.
You never had Grape Nuts?
No, Captain Brian. What is that?
It's like a crispy, crunchy, grain. It says it's so good for you.
Does it taste good?
Yeah, a little bit.
No,
it's not
so
sweet. There's no sugar, nothing.
Really, no sugar
nothing,
at all.
No, zero.
So maybe I don't know. But again, the big companies, Kellogg's.
No one's eating Grape Nuts and saying they're great.
Correct.
Yeah.
So those companies that sell it for our kids, all the cornflakes, all the Cheerios, all the Lucky Charms, and I know you eat only the Charms.
Cocoa Puffs.
Cocoa Puffs. Horrible. Horrible.
No, I don't eat cereal.
High sugar.
I don't drink milk because I'm
really
lactose.
Has no good nutrients in it. So if they say, added vitamin D or vitamin K, these are fake vitamins. So these are not real vitamins, Captain Brian. This is really not good for you. So, and then the amount of sugar you have in it is horrific. So it's a high amount of sugar. Just think about it. If I told you, Captain Brian, you take a multivitamin, and with that multivitamin you're going to take 20 spoonfuls of sugar at the same time, would you do that? Never. I'm taking it for the vitamins.
Right, yeah. Eat the sugar cubes first.
Absolutely. It's a bunch of sugar cubes and then the cereal. Absolutely bad for you. So, and again, they are catering for our kids. And as a kid, you start liking it. And as an adult, a lot of adults eat cereal for breakfast.
Wow.
And there's nothing worse than cereal for breakfast. Why is that? Your sugar rushes.
Yeah, sure. You get it rushed and then you're done.
You're done.
And now you're
2
exhausted.
hours later, you're hungry again. You want the sweet stuff again. And that's really
you're down.
insulin. And you're down.
So this is the podcast called The Captain's Log. And every Tuesday, my guest, Dr. Daller, and I, we're like Mythbusters. All the people that send us questions and they think that they have all the inside scoop. You do the research.
Absolutely.
You figure it out.
Absolutely.
The medical research.
Absolutely. It's
not
scientific.
the research I do.
It's scientific. We're fun. We have fun always.
Exactly.
In the show.
And I appreciate it. But they can always find you at, go ahead.
Daller at teamdaller.com, or give me a call or send me a text on Facebook.
And you own Revitalized Lounge right up here in Fort Myers.
Boston
which is
Urology
amazing.
and Revitalized Lounge. We love it.
And I appreciate you always coming on the show, and it's always great topics. You have great something. You spend the whole day researching our podcast. Good thing that you're not on the payroll because I can't afford you. Guys, this is the Captain's Log. We'll be back, and tomorrow, Matt Rife. If you haven't seen this guy, he's too sexy for comedy, but he's still freaking funny. It's ridiculous. He's my guest, and then Felipe Esparza on Thursday, guys, the Captain's Log. And then we have Kelsey on Friday.
Oh my goodness, she's moving up in the world.
Yeah.
She's like a hot shot now.
She's got the big competition coming up.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be good, guys. Stay
Awesome.
tuned. The Captain's Log. We're out. Thank you.